Taken from my hand, it lies, sitting there, silent and still. The branch looks dead. I stare at the gnarled object lying before me, and I weep for it. I do not weep for the cold feeling that lingers when I touch the branch, or for its brittle bones that seem to crumble in the wind, but I weep for its death. Death seems to lurk eerily among one's soul for quite some time after nature decides to take back her gifts. On this particular morning, sitting on this particular rock, I am talking with death. I suppose I could say that this conversation all began when my friend Lindsay died a couple of months ago. All that were given to me were words. Words were all that I would be able to know. I often wonder what was going through her mind when her body fell from the rocks, and I wonder if she felt any pain when her head hit. But I can never know Lindsay's feelings, and only in my mind will I be able to talk with her. It's kind of peculiar that in only a moment of time a being so full of love and light can be squelched by the touch of fate's finger. I can never touch her again. I can't even tell her goodbye. I remember the last time I saw Lindsay. She was so full of happiness, like a bowl of sunshine, and she was telling me to have a good time over spring break. We planned to try and get together, but somehow we didn't get a hold of each other. Lindsay was a free spirit, though, and she was always off doing something, as if she didn't want to miss anything. I can still hear her laugh sometimes, like the echo of a hollow glass. It seemed like she was always trying to make other people happy and was always concerned about how other people felt. In some ways, I think she should have given herself more credit, but that wasn't like her. But now Lindsay's gone, and we can never laugh together again. Sometimes, though, she still comes to me in my dreams. She seems so real that it's as if her death was just a sick joke. Her voice is crystal clear, and I can touch her. If I'm lucky, I can hug her. That is something I was never able to do. But now I look out into this canyon and I think of flying. I think of spreading my arms and letting go of this earth that binds my feet, but I hesitate because death lurks beyond this canyon, and yes, I am afraid of him. And so I sit back down on my rock. In front of me fights a butterfly in a spider's web. He struggles and tries to break the woven thread, but his plea is useless and his golden wings fall fatefully. I reach down to try and rescue this beautiful creature in front of me, but too late. The spider has already seen her prey. I leave it alone. Slowly, the spider creeps into the wilted butterfly and digs her fangs into his neck. I watch as the spider drinks her last drop and as the body of the once living insect falls, hollow and naked. Sad, I think. I sit down again, listening to the solace of the whispering wind. My head rests calmly on my knee, and I wish I didn't feel so alone. Loneliness seems to be death's best friend, like a sinking lump in my heart, a piece of food that lies undigested. I can't seem to rid myself of this feeling. Then, as if he overheard my loneliness, another butterfly comes to my sight. Only this one is even more beautiful and delicate than the other. His purple and golden wings flit in the sunlight as he dances his instinctive dance from flower to flower. I am comforted by this creature. I am comforted with the realization that the butterfly in this web is not the only butterfly on this mountain, and that there are many more who continue to live. Life! What a magical word. Every being contains this word. Life is in all of us. When I say all of us, I mean the flowers, the trees, the crocodiles, the spiders, the butterflies, and every other natural creature on this earth. It encompasses the whole entity that we call nature, and as death lives in nature, so does life. My head pops from my lazy knee, and I scream with enthusiasm. After the echo fades, silence regains its position. Yes, I say to myself, my voice is still capable of sounding. I sit down again with satisfaction. As my body is encompassed with joy, I feel an unleashing of something that gives me indescribable freedom. I look at my dirty hands and move my fingers. And, for the first time, I realize the gift that I embody. I think Lindsay died, and she will never be back. But there is nothing in my power I could have done or can do to change it. Death is the most final thing in life. But I suppose that this is the way it was meant to be. We are creatures of nature, and all of us must die, but we must also live. I stand up once more and grab the branch in front of me. I hurl it over the edge of the canyon, and a small smile invades me, and I laugh out loud for life.